Hello everyone, welcome back to Moneyball with Barnsley. Right, new season, we're finally here. We're going to look at some of the transfers we made at the back end of the transfer window and get into our first game of the season. So let's get into those transfers first and see who we managed to bring in. Our first signing is Yannick Brugger. So we looked at him last episode and he was a good centre-back with a good load of stats across the board. Comes in for £10 million. Like we said, now we're moving into the phase where we're going to start to do less transfers over monthly instalments, less transfers with percentage of an Excel, which will please a lot of you. A lot of you hate it when I do that. But we're going to get there. It's going to be okay. I told you we'd get there in the end. We just needed a bit of time. We needed to invest heavily in certain players, get them into the club. Now it's going to be okay. It's all going to be fine. Joaquin Go. Now, we're looking at him. He looked good. I had my wingers and strikers set, and I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Let's look at left backs. Well, let's look at somewhere else. Joaquin Go, then all of a sudden, had an offer from Liverpool for him. And I looked at him and I thought, we must be missing a trick if Liverpool want him. Like, we liked him anyway. Liverpool came in from him and we're like, okay, we have to buy his stats. His stats were great. We have to buy his stats for this team. We need them, despite the fact we already were pretty much done at winger. So what that just did is it made sure that was an extra player in, an extra player out than we'd wanted, but we had to move. Otherwise, we were going to lose him. And he was one of the few South Americans left that I actually thought might be okay on the wing. So we bring him in for 4.8 million. All up front, no add-ons or nothing. Good signing. Adonis Perez comes in as a centre-back. Now, I did make one extra change at centre-back. I did say I wasn't going to get rid of, I think it was Maldonado, but unfortunately, we had to. Like, it just got to a stage where, let's say Fraze is as good as or close to Maldonado. That's still worth moving Maldonado on, taking a small profit and moving on to the next player. Because if you're doing that often enough, you're eventually going to hope that you get somebody who's like dynamite. You know, I don't think anybody can come in with the stats that Maldonado had and be much worse. I think they're always going to be about the same level, right? They're going to have the same flaw. Like, they're both going to be as bad as about this, but the potential, Maldonado is about here, and Fraze could be slightly below, it could be slightly higher, we don't know, right? So let's see what happens with Fraze. Comes in for £4.5 million from Southampton. Southampton? No, okay, via Saint Etienne. Ismail Kandus comes in 6'4" centre-back, and the reason that Maldonado's gone is literally, Brugger was always coming in. That was always 100% happening. I could not decide between these two centre-backs, is what happens there. And I thought, I'll get one and keep Maldonado. I looked at it and I just thought, like, I can't decide which one I prefer. So that's what happened here, is they both come in, Maldonado leaves. So now this year we spend £25 million, we make 60, but it doesn't really count the season. It's probably going to say we spent loads this season, but really some of those were for this summer. Like, look at that. It's like Wesley and like 12 and a half there. Like, some of these are for this season, really, so it's not quite correct. But we break even pretty much for the last two seasons now. We're quite close to it. So we'll see what goes on in the future. Just so you can see all the players out. There you are. That is players out if you wanted to look at that. There you go. Barassi, Pedro Santos. Well, I could still look this way, I suppose. Simon Jackson. Oh, that was it. Simon Jackson over £10.5 million now. Simon Jackson is our youngster who could be a really good player. However, I just wasn't sure he was ever going to be good enough for our first team. So, I don't know. We saw him for £10.5 million, got the bank balance back up, and, well, I don't know. Maybe that's a big mistake going forward. But considering how we're buying players for stats, there's nothing to suggest he's going to be what we need at the moment. And he could be a world-class player, but I'm so happy with that decision, to be honest with you. And we are back. Right, okay, first game of the season. Man United at home. It's going to be a tough first game. That is pretty much everything, I think. I think I'll cover all areas there. Staff pretty much the same. Going to play United in the first game, and yeah, I guess I'll do the team and see you in a second for our best 11 week about. The only thing you're missing, like the only thing we are missing, the only player you're gonna miss in the terms of the transfers is we are definitely going to be signing a left back still, because Christensen's our only current left back. So that's the only thing I'm going to sign. I'll sign the player all up front, and that'll be it for the season. Finances minus 18 million, and wow, let's just see what happens. You know, it could get worse before it gets better for finances, but, you know, if we get in Europe this year, it's all is good. All is good. We'll definitely sell a goalkeeper in January, so that'll be some money back in. Okay, this is going to be your first team of the season. Right, there's still going to be a left back that comes into the bench. There's a couple players out. Messi is still injured, of course. Aina is suspended, but Ross is going to be in goal. Lirola, Ami, Brugger, and Christensen at the back with Brennan Johnson. We're going to play him actually set in mid. I did originally bring him in to be a wide player, but I knew he could play as this advanced central midfielder role. So we're going to give him a chance to set in mid early doors, mainly because we've just signed so many good wingers. And rather than signing a central midfielder and selling somebody else, I thought he's just... I don't want to lose Elias, for example, and Elias will be the next one to go. So I'm going to move Brennan Johnson back and hope that works with Sangari in the middle for now. Wes is going to be on the right, just because Edward has got this cuts inside from the right wing trait, and I don't like that. So we're going to play him on the left, and then Rice and Simic are going to start up front together, and we'll see how that goes. Johnny Kenny will be, I think, a great striker. We'll see how. I mean, I really don't know who's going to start the strikers, to be honest. Like, we've got 4 great strikers there, to the point where I'm quite happy to sell a player. I mean, I'm happy to lose Simic Arajo for like 40 million, because I still think the other 3 will be good. We can then go and buy like a young, good player with the good stats, and they can be the like clear out and out 4th choice. Now, the reason I say this, right, is having this level of strength in depth is brilliant when you're in Europe. Loads of games to rotate, etc. We're not going to rotate too much. So, I mean, the only way one of these 2 plays is if one of these 2 is drastically out of form, and then I may as well sell them, or they're injured, right? So I feel like we're overloaded at striker. Even though we've got 4 players, analyze. I just think we don't need that many while we're not in Europe. Like this squad, from like wingers upwards, is like Europa League, Champions League maybe level, I reckon. And below it probably isn't. There's a couple of more players in there we don't know, some that we do. Like, we'll see how this goes. This could be anything. But yeah, let's see how today goes. We're going to play United at home. This will be a big indicator. I mean, we could lose this and do well. We could win it and do badly, right? I suppose in some ways it won't know too much. I do think this first game will set the tone, though, if I'm honest. But so let's get into it. Come on, Barnsley. Here we go, lads. Come on. Graham Potter says nothing to lose. Okay, cheers, Graham. And we are underway. United are playing a big 5 at the back again, so they're obviously scared. Theo Hernandez left wing back, though. I don't like that. He's basically a winger that can defend. So that ain't great. They got pace at centre back. I don't like that. Now I'm looking at this more. First highlight of the season is going to be a corner for Wesley. He's going to whip it in. It's going to go to the far. But Brugger's at the bar. He's at the bar, lads. Right, Christensen throws it into Simic. Simic, come on, Boston. He said Boston. Nearly the Twitch stream coming out there. Barnsley, come on, Barnsley. Simic has got it. Whips in far post. Rice is not going to get to it. Rashford's going to hit us on the counter. Got to take him out. Yes, I love that. Sangare. Brugger gets it. He's going to play into Sangare again. Plays into Edward. His name is. I don't want to pronounce that. Wesley's going to get the right, so whips it in. It's a terrible pass across. We're going to get to it again though. Rice, Wesley, come on, better cross, Wes. Rice. No, I've talked to you for like 2 years. Rice, what are you doing to me? Corner for United. Rice, there we go. That's better. It was one. I'll tell you what. If he's got any eyes in his head, he's got to see this. He's seen it late. Simic. Oh, he's never going to get to that, is he? That's shite, Edward. That is shite. That is really bad. Try it again. Go on. Oh, there we go. Stats-wise, we're doing good, but we're going to lose this game 1-0. If things stay as it is, they're gonna. Well, that's not true, is it? If things stay as it is, it's gonna finish 0-0. But if things stay as they are with us in possession, they're going to win. They'll get a goal eventually. We do better. Simic will coming off on a 6.4. Let's do on Johnny Kenny left striker. Let's try it. Why not? There's a highlight before that even happens. The Hair's going to collect it. This could be a goal highlight. Probably is. Depends what it's going to be for, though. For it to stop the sub and do this first, you'd expect it to be a goal. Sangare, Brugger to Ami. Ami is going to travel with it. Just don't give it away, please, Ami. Oh, no. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Ami. United are going to play it. Wesley's got it. Play it through. Rice plays it through. Simic. That's why you're coming off. I can't believe somebody said to me in the comment section not to have a go at the strikers. Are you seeing this? They're costing me points. They're costing me trophies. They're costing us trophies. It's a channel thing. They're costing us trophies. I'm telling you. I've seen it enough. I've seen enough of this on camera, off camera. Oh, there we go. Now you're going to tell me. There you go. Oh, see, centre. Oh, no, not having it. Simic, your fault. Blaming Simic for that. I like United to here places Lacroix, who's a good player and very quick, which isn't great for us. Rafa Varane's going to travel out with it. Somebody needs to get pressure on him, lads. Come on, 1-0 down. What are we doing here? Leora, Ami, get off the ball, Ami. Brennan Johnson, Sangare to Brugge. I'm not sure if Sangare is good enough for, I don't think we've got enough defensive fielders in there with Brennan Johnson and Sangare, but we'll see how it goes. Rice, don't shoot from there. Please don't. He's going to cross it to Sangare, who's going to chest it down Leora. Oh, it's just trash. Going to take Rice off and put on Arajo and put John Kenny to the right striker on, go 4-2-4, and hopefully we can get a goal. Now free kick whipped into the far post. Rafa Varane's going to get to it. It might be offside. No, it's a goal. And that is it, 2-0 United, the first game of the season. That is I'm doing a pretty good job of not expressing how angry I actually am at that. I'm actually quite annoyed internally, but I'm keeping positive for the cameras. Do you know what? We're gonna do the Stoke game. I'm so unhappy with that. We're gonna play the Stoke game as well. We're gonna do the Stoke game. See you in a second. They better win, otherwise this is gonna be wow. Right, so as you join me here, Tariq Mitchell has been signed. And like I said before, I didn't really want to sign him because of all the left backs, he was the one that I knew how good he was. So I didn't want to get him. But again, that's not really part of what we're doing here. It's more about, have they got the stats? He did have the stats. I think the benefits of having Tariq Mitchell is that he's homegrown. We are dangerously low on homegrown players. So that's part of what we have to factor, I suppose, to a degree. But yeah, he comes in, 4-year contract, pretty low wages, 5.5 million all up front. So yeah, he'll just be back at left back for a couple of years probably. But he's solid. Yeah, it'll do. It probably means Christensen will still be the starter, but at least be able to come in if we feel like he's doing that bad, he can come in easily. He's injured right now, though. So the team today, then, I mean, I don't know. Simic, I don't know, lads, I don't know. Like, I know everybody watching here, come on. I don't know what to do here with the strikers. We've all seen it. The thing is, right, we are a unbalanced tactic in terms of we will create more goals and more chances than the average tactic. So if they're scoring lots of goals, like, they're expected to, if they're performing poorly, they're still going to get a decent amount of goals because this tactic creates, it's not even in scale. It's off the scale in the data hub for how many chances we create. So they're missing a lot of them, way more than the average players do. So it's really going to cost us points. We need to score goals. We conceded one legitimate goal to United. The second one, we were chasing the game, right? So I don't care about the second one. The first one was the only legitimate goal, and we had about, 5 chances to score before then. So we have to do better. Rice is going to get another go. I want to break the offside trap, actually. Let's get Zola to teach you that, mate. Yeah, this keeps coming up. We might end up getting a taker as well at some point. But I'm definitely considering selling Simic. I think he's a good player. He'll probably get us, 15, 20 goals. He's just so streaky. And I'd rather buy somebody who's going to have more consistent stats across the year. When somebody's that streaky, you've always got the potential of a 35-goal season, but you've also got potential of a 10 because it's got the right times. That's it. And we haven't got any easy games to get goals in. We aren't in the Europa League, right? But yeah, I'm just a bit annoyed. We should have won that game. We should have won against United. United home's a winnable game for us at this point. With this team, I don't know. We don't know all the players, but we know most, or at least some. And I just felt like we should have won the game personally. Not only on paper, but in the game. I don't think we could have done much better than that in the first game of the season. Wesley, come on. Brugger gets his header cleared this time. Brennan Johnson gets it. Come on, Brennan. He's going to play it back to Christensen on left back. Left back plays it into our left winger, Sangare. Brugger, Brennan Johnson. Rice, left winger gets it. And he's at the post. And that's exactly the kind of chance that we miss at this football club. Right. So look how the chance here to get on the ball. They're going to play it forwards. We should be able to deal with this. Oh. Left back, please. Good. Oh, no way. No way. I knew it was coming. Harsh goal to concede that 1-0 to Stoke. Come on, Barnsley. Come on. Here we go. Christensen. Edwards plays into Wesley now. Wesley gets it. Plays it into Sangare. Sangare's going to play in through to Rice, to Ola Aina, to Wesley, to Ola Aina. Please don't do that, Aina. You are Aina. Not to be nasty to you. You're the worst player on the team. You literally can't pass as good as anybody else or dribble or shoot. You're the last person on the pitch, apart from the goalkeeper, that won the shoot in that situation. Just so you know. Stoke are going to get a chance again here. Aina, Wesley, Rice, Ami, Wesley, into Sangare. Good little play here. You're going to have to try and find the ball forwards. If you're going to work from left to right, you've got to find the moment then to play forwards and play through that line of press. Now, this way. Now you can come right. Okay, good. Wesley's going to get onto it. Good lad, Wesley. I actually like him. He looks all right. He does look all right. He tries to get on and makes things happen. He might be better from the left with somebody else on the right. I could try and switch them, try Edward on the right, I suppose. At some point, Christensen has it, plays it across to Sangare, plays it into Rice, who shoots over the bar. I brought Rodriguez on basic because he gets set-piece goals, he gets on base. That's what he's contributing here. They got the ball on the right side, left side, sorry. They're going to come across it. Aina, Anthony shoots, keeper saves it. Wow, I never. They hold it here, Sangare, who's with John Joe Kenny. John Joe Kenny goes through 1v1, and you know what he does. Two things can happen here. I can change formation, which will please everybody, or change tactic even. Right, that could happen. I mean, what are we watching here? What are we watching here? I know that once this tactic wins one game, that'll be it, we'll be fine. It's so frustrating that because they lose the first game, that all these strikers capitulate and keep missing. It's just frustrating. I don't like what I saw from this team. Fuck off, lads. I've had enough of this. It's just, there's only so many things that I'd like to do in the team here. And, well, I mean, that's got to go back to... That's going to have to go back to complete back. I'm guessing here. I still can't believe it, to be honest. I still can't believe what I've just seen those two episodes, in this one episode. I can't believe it. I cannot believe the amount of chances they've had, and they missed all of them. I'm going to keep the same off camera and give it a bit of time for the new team to bed in, because there's quite a few players. But I mean, again, the frustrating thing is going to be like after the United game, you've got a decent run of fixtures there really to get some points up, and we might be out of form and then lose a few. So I'll see how it goes. I'm very open to changing it this year if things go badly again, because it's unacceptable at this point. Like, it has to do better. We have to do better. The team has been good enough now. So yeah, not a good start to today's episodes. Yeah. It was positive at the start. I thought this squad looked really good. I thought, honestly, going into today, that we were going to do really well. It's going to be a nice positive episode. Things were looking up. Europa League with Champions League was on the cards. And after that, I'm demoralised by those strikers. And the third goal, let's not talk about third goal. Do you know what I mean? I am blaming the strikers. The strikers are to blame. 100% to blame. Useless. Absolutely useless. Do you know what? I'm tempted to rage sell both of them, but that's not very Moneyball-like. Well, it might be, I suppose. If you look at the stats, they've been absolutely dreadful. Is there anyone else I can bring in up front? I've just had enough of these players. Like, I don't even care if the next player comes and does the same thing. At least it's not these two idiots again that just keep scoring in like spells. No, there's nobody that I like really. No, not as a striker. They're lucky. Nobody that I really love that I think, yeah, they'll come in and do the business. So we'll keep it the same for now. But that's going to do the episode. Hope you're generally enjoying the series for today's episode. It's been good. Business has been good. The Moneyball aspect has been good in terms of recruitment. Now we need to look at player selection. We're going to have to do a deep dive on striker selection. So when do we come back? I reckon we come back for... We're not going to buy any players. That's the squads for this year. I'm thinking we come back for... Well, let's do Southampton Leicester. Let's do that. And by that time, we should have played a few more games. We'll probably be in the third or fourth of the League Cup. Well, might be. We might lose this game against Derby. And then after that, we can look at maybe Arsenal, filling something like that. So hopefully that works out well for everybody. But that's going to do it. That's going to do the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the series. And I'll see you all, hopefully, with better results next time.